Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Totalbiscuit here from PAX 2012 at the Indie Mega Booth. We're looking at the new offering from Ska Studios, head dishwasher, as he likes to call himself.
Yes, sir.
James Silver is here. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's been a cool show so far.
Yeah, it has been.
My voice is totally ravaged, though. Little warning.
Indeed. So we're going to quickly jump into the game. Charlie, Lester, or Tommy?
That is up to you.
I'm liking the idea of a mage, so let's go with Lester. Here we go. All right, so what is Charlie Murder?
All right, so Charlie Murder is a punk rock band that used to be super big, and they've kind of fallen from fame. They are facing off against their arch rival death metal band called Gorequaffer, and the backdrop is a zombie apocalypse.
Is it okay for me to root for the death metal band?
Oh yeah, I guess you can. I mean, they're bad guys. I mean, I don't know if you got the video before here, but that was basically Gorequaffer. They just killed us. We just got resuscitated by paramedics. And it's basically a brawler with just a lot of stuff put into it.
Okay, what kind of stuff are we looking at?
So it's a lot of RPG elements. There's a loot system. There's loot drops. You can level up. There's all these grapple moves and combos, and there's some team up moves. Let's see. You can. I mean, there's like finishers, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of it's skills that you can unlock by leveling. You can buy tattoos that give you magical powers. You can curb stomp.
I believe I can also charge up that.
Yeah, you got it. You have to have someone in front of you on that. There you go.
There, we'll do it.
You charge up that.
I'd say I'm doing it for the glory of metal, but apparently I'm doing it for the glory of punk, and I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
Right? You've got to sort that out.
I'm a spy. I gotta say. I feel the survival of punk rock is also very important to the survival of metal, so I'm helping these guys out for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a rivalry as old as time itself, so.
That is a very, very true thing. All right, onward we go. I've got to say, this rivalry does not explain the undead hordes.
It's in there. It gets explained. It's a part of the death metal band. The bassist is a necromancer, so she kind of set it all in motion. And it's a bit of a Pandora's box. Once you open it, you
naturally
have to deal with it. You know.
Now we've got 4-player co-op going on right here at the booth. We've got a dev, myself, and two of the punters over there who are having a whale of a time by the looks of it. Are we looking at online multiplayer for this title? Yeah,
that's in the works. I started it. I'm doing all the development myself, so it's like, it's on the list.
You're a bit busy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna happen though. It's begun, and it's got to be in there too. I mean, when I play like an Xbox Live Arcade game that's missing online multiplayer, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
so
it's very unfortunate these days, I suppose. And back in the day, this kind of game would definitely be played with friends on a couch, but let's be honest, you can't necessarily do that anymore.
Right.
Which is unfortunate. I miss those times somewhat.
And Ska Studios' other half, my wife Michelle, she and I were dating online for a while before we got married, and we tried to play Xbox Live Arcade games together, and a lot of them you can play online, but some weird ones you couldn't, like Plants vs. Zombies, that was one.
Indeed. It is very unfortunate not to be able to do that.
Hey, you summoned a demon.
That's just how I roll. You can have that head there as well. So how many character classes are there in the game? I noticed a number of different options.
There's the 5 basic ones, and then there's there's just some stuff I'm kind of exploring. There's like these alternate reality bands that you can unlock.
Okay.
That have sort of more hybrid classes. But there's, each class has its own skill tree and its own spells and its own moves. The moves, there's a lot of overlap with the moves.
Yeah, that often happens when you end up in a brawler like that. You can't necessarily have everyone have individual moves one way or the other. Oh, my face. There we go.
Yeah, someone's got to go finish him. There you go.
You hit that X button. There we go. So fun for all the family, one might say.
Yes, sir, yeah. I know, it started out a lot more cartoony, and then I let the darkness out, you know?
Yeah, apparently.
But yeah, that guy dropped a pair of gray wraps right here, so I'm gonna pick them up, and then you hit back to bring up your inventory, and then you hit the shoulder buttons to go through your categories. And I found some gray wraps that give me acid attacks.
Yeah.
And I got a nice hat here too. I'm gonna drop a hat. So now my guy, he does.
Ooh, I have magic find. Fantastic.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that kind of stuff in there. It's a bit Diablo inspired. It's kind of like, you know, the brawler meets, I don't know. It's all the stuff I grew up with, really. You know.
Yeah, it gives me Streets of Rage vibe. It gives me Guardian Heroes vibe.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
As far as I'm concerned, if you get compared to Guardian Heroes, that's a very good thing indeed.
Right.
The game was unbelievably legendary.
So hit A right there to put the beanie on.
Very cool.
Go. You look great. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it actually changes the character model as well.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
Otherwise, what would the point be, you know?
Yep.
And then, yeah, there's the D-pad is all, it's your Windows phone. So if you hit down on the D-pad, you bring up your camera, and I have these QR codes kind of hidden around everywhere.
Oh, really?
So here's a QR code that I just took a picture of, and
you actually get an item out of that.
Yeah,
That's pretty
you download
sneaky.
entire items off of the internet.
Yeah. So how much are Microsoft paying you to sponsor the Windows Phone then?
I have a Windows Phone, and I actually
like it.
I like it, yeah. I'm a believer, okay?
Well, the next thing you need to do is tell Microsoft that you're demanding sponsorship for the Windows Phone.
Right.
Help fund the game.
I don't want to be that guy.
Okay.
So here's
this I approve of.
We've got a little bit of variety here.
Always good.
We're kind of getting out of the downtown area. There's a lot of cars barricaded up, and we're just gonna break through.
How long do you envision the campaign actually being when you complete it?
I have
no clue.
No clue.
No clue. All right, we'll go with that.
It's got to feel right, you know.
Yeah.
And it's got to feel like you're not just doing the same thing over and over again too, you know. So
yeah,
I'm still kind of exploring ways to give us some flavor here and there. But yeah, and also like the amount of length it takes to get through. For me is a lot shorter than for someone just sitting down and playing it. So
I mean, also the thing to consider about brawlers is that they're highly replayable based on who you're playing with. So it's very easy to go back into a brawler you've already played. I still play Streets of Rage with people at the end of the day. I've played that game a million times. It doesn't matter because it's the guy you're playing with that gives you a different experience.
Right.
Right now, I'm definitely getting that vibe from this game.
Yeah, so the joke here is those are ninjas riding on ninjas.
Ninjas riding on ninjas?
Yes, sir. Here comes one.
I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
A subtle motorbike humor reference. Possibly one of the first ever seen in video gaming. And most likely the last. So I have a wonderful supply of crap that I keep in the back of my motorcycle.
Yeah, it's called garbage.
Should go through the next mission and see what's going on. We're good for another 5 minutes of carnage, I think. All right, so we get to see some skill nonsense. Okay, so what's going on here?
See, these are the level up. It's not so much a tree right now, and this could all change, but right now it's sort of a bag.
Okay.
So you've always got 4 skills that you have available to unlock.
Sure.
I like countering, and then you can put some points into your strength and speed. Anarchy is basically your punk rock magic aptitude.
Okay.
So the stronger that, the better your. Actually, did you find? I don't think you found that. If you hold down right trigger, you get a little spell wheel. Once you put your phone away.
Yeah, just quickly get out of that. There we go.
Yep. But you summon the demon, right?
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Which is always the way when summoning demons, I tend to find.
I know, right? I've seen too many movies that prove that. You play out your spell wheel, and they work on cooldowns. So right now you've got fire in your X slot, you've got a lightning rune for your Y slot, and then you've got summon a demon for your A slot. And
I will keep that in mind as we go forward.
Yeah, Kelly there just did her repeater skill, which lets her cast 2 skills at once, but now she kind of used it up.
Very nice.
Yeah, everything works on cooldown, so you get, like it'll be like a 30-second cooldown
sure.
for cheaper ones too. Like, you can cast like meteors when you get to higher level, and those will be more like like a 2 to 5 minute cooldown.
I have the ability
maybe.
to summon demons. I choose to hit them with a piece of wood instead.
Right.
It's just more stylish.
We give you all that and more.
It's quite the feature list. What did that car ever do to you? And the universal rule is, if it's in a brawler, hit it.
Right, exactly.
Animate, inanimate, dead, undead, living.
Yeah, no, beating
matter.
up cars is just something that, something we grew up with, again, like Street Fighter 2,
That is very, very true. And Streets of Rage, of course, plenty of it there.
Right. No, I learned from a young age, if you come across a car, you should beat it up.
Yeah, you should smash it around a little bit with your fists. It will have no negative effect on you whatsoever, and you may be rewarded. Which is, of course, setting a perfect example for today's youth,
right.
Which would explain a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, the lesson with this, it's exactly, if you beat a car up, you will get the stuff inside it. That is the best way to get the stuff inside the car, is by destroying the entire car.
Oh, hello. All right. The best way to deal with witches is to shoot them with an M4. And also summon demons. Here, have some demons. Oh, you can also juggle with bullets. Very nice. We like that very much. For those wondering if it actually feels responsive, yes, it does. It feels like the brawlers that you know and love, with a nice little, I would say, morbid twist to it. That's probably like the best way to describe the art style. It's kind of a morbid punk idea.
Yeah, that works. It did, like, when I started it, it was a bit more cartoony, and then I kind of just went in the grindhouse direction, kind of
you had some hard times in your life. Your dog died, fish died, your cat ran off with the other cat.
Oh my gosh.
It was a horrible thing. And that is why this game is the way that it is, folks. That's the official explanation. Can I wield that broom? Yes, I can. Can I beat my friends with the broom? Yes, I can.
Yeah, the current system is, as long as there are no bad guys around, you get kind of a soft, friendly fire. You can hurt each other, but it doesn't hurt that much.
That works for me. It's a practice mode.
Right.
And now you're just showing off.
Oh, yeah.
Boot to the head.
I've got air combo abilities.
Well, that's just fancy, isn't it? I have a hockey mask.
Nice.
Just in case people didn't trust me enough.
Right.
All right, I think we'll go through this final little section here, and then sadly we'll have to bail on this, which is very unfortunate because I'm enjoying myself a lot. Well, that's a bit grim.
This is all. It's kind of funny to watch, and I'm probably going to reduce the number of little ghosts here, but just don't touch them.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
I see. And this will be forever known as the most annoying sequence in video games.
Good.
Okay. Which is an achievement, I might add. It takes a lot of work to get that
like
far.
I said, we're working on it. It is just, it's fun to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to ask one technical question. Are you looking at a 360 release for this one, if I recall correctly?
Yeah. It's Xbox Live Arcade.
Xbox Live, yeah. Is there any chance whatsoever that you're looking at a PC release?
Like currently we're not, but it's always a future possibility. Yeah.
That would be very, very cool. So guys, if you do want a PC release, then feel free to go check out their website and let them know. You probably have a Twitter account, right?
Yeah, we're Ska Studios on Twitter.
Ska Studios on Twitter. Let them know if you want this on PC. Maybe if there's enough interest, they might be able to, but you never know. And I apologize for the death of your Twitter account. Regardless, this game is fantastic. It feels great. It's got an absolutely awesome graphic style to it. It has very responsive controls, a wide variety of different attacks and loot. You can beat people with planks of wood, you can beat people with brooms, and I have a chainsaw. Does anything else need to be said? No, I think not. So thank you very much for showing us this game. It's been a great deal of fun. If you happen to get a chance to check out Charlie Murder, you definitely should. Keep an eye out for it on Xbox Live. What's your release window looking like?
Officially it's when it's done. We're hoping early 2013. But you know, basically, it's when it's done, and you know, I don't want to rush it. I want to get it good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Folks can wait for a game of high quality. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Murder from Ska Studios, checking it out right here at the Indie Mega Booth over at PAX. Thank you very much for showing us your title today. My name has been Totalbiscuit, and we will see you next time.